Alright, looks like we are live. Let me just double check. Yep, looking good. Got an ad playing, love that. Let me just move around some stuff on my screen. I don't know why it's being all weird for me for a second here. Let me just play with this, and we're good. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Christopher Likes already in the chat saying hello, GeoPimps and Ewan. Let's pretend last week's idiocy didn't happen. Completely agree. Just to recap, for anyone who wasn't here, you may notice there's a big 0 in the top right-hand corner, and that's because stuff happened, as it does. That's just what tends to happen with stuff. So, we're back at 0. We were in double digits, but we don't need to talk about that. Oh, Christopher Like pointing out, regular names are back. We love that. Okay, yes, last week it switched over to usernames for some reason, which was weird. So we had me calling people by their normal names, despite it showing some other name, and it must have been really confusing if you were new to this. Anyway, yeah. Ill-tired with the sad eyes emoji. WDig saying, yo, we're locked in now. Got this in one tab and the Gold Cup final another. I do expect Gold Cup final updates, if you do not mind. Menuet saying hello. Freezite, yeah, these aren't the idiocracy. Long day. Idiocracy, you know what? I'm not even gonna try with that word anymore. Cat saying hi all, look forward to starting a streak again, as do I. Let's get rolling here. I'm immediately feeling Pakistan here. Every time we get Pakistan, it's tracker coverage like this. At some, I think that's a red herring. Oh, well, yeah, also Turkey uses the Latin alphabet. So This is genuinely just a red herring. There's probably some use to it. I doubt this is actually the flag of Turkey. I'm sure there's some other reason that's there. But let's do some searching. Can't read that. Can't read a word of that. I don't know if anyone else can. I'm confident Pakistan here. Yeah, WDig saying Def Pakistan vibes. You know what? This is round 0, so let's just do it. There we go. Literally nothing to lose there. Oh, what is this feeling like? Okay, right-hand drive, which doesn't tell us much. Menuet saying, I'm as usual going to have to fix dinner for the family, so I'm going to be in and out tonight. No worries at all. Anything you can contribute is helpful. Okay, we've got French and German flags here. This is entirely, other than that, in French. I would assume this is France. Cat saying, I'm trying to learn Arabic script now. It's hard. Yeah, I'd imagine. Is it like, how many characters are in the Arabic alphabet? Province de Liege. This is France, right? Very clearly France. Yes, Cat saying not Belgium. Let's do it. Whoops. Anyway. Whoops. Watch this, though. This isn't a YOLO. This is genuinely big brain. Come on. See, look at that. We're right back. Yeah, Cat saying, oops, mistyped. Liege is Belgium. I thought it was Belgium, but I was like, meh. It had the French flag on the thing, but this is Singapore. But yeah, Christopher Like saying, doesn't Belgium do that too? Oh well. So, whoops. But back there was the Singapore font. Let's just double check that on normal sign. All right, we know this. This is. I'm not gonna go around looking for this. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Cat saying Singapore speed run time. It's not speed run time. It's thoughtful guesses time. Menuet saying good job. Thank you, Menuet. So this is Eastern Europe. I would love to see some writing somewhere. Christopher Likes saying South Africa. I would be surprised, honestly. I feel like South Africa usually is the barbed wire, and Eastern Europe that's where we usually get the Yeah, this is Romania. This is Romanian government. This literally says Romanian government right here. Yep, cat saying Romania. Billboard saying Romania. I see what you're saying with South Africa. I think those ones usually just have barbed wire. I think we usually see these kind of fences in former Soviet countries as well. Just without the barbed wire. What's that flag? It's Turkey. This is Turkey. Yeah, this is Turkey. We're getting through this pretty quick. We'll hit 200 by the end of this stream. We're just that good. Also, keep in mind, Vietnam is now... It has coverage now, and it's... I know before... Oops. When we were on our big... Kazakhstan got coverage in the middle of our massive 500 streak. So we weren't sure if Kazakhstan would appear. But... We've now lost our streak and restarted, so I think Vietnam's now fair game. Exactly. W Dig saying we love a good speedrun. It's an unintentional speedrun. We're just so good at this that we're making educated guesses quickly. Freezite saying big pollo. We love some big pollo. Anyone eating some big pollo today? Cats and W Dig saying Lithuania. Let's do it. Awesome. See, it's educated, speedy guesses. This is Hebrew. It's that easy sometimes. Spanish. Bogota. Watch this. Look, we're flying. We're absolutely killing it. Yep, Cat saying Colombia. W Dig saying Bogota. Yep. I don't know which script this is. Wait, what side of the road are they on? Left. Great. Cat saying Thailand, send. If you're confident, I'm happy to do it. Are people confident with that? And Cat saying, hi Freezite, please buy me some pollo. Love some pollo. I can't actually remember the last time I had some pollo, if I'm honest. Have I not been eating pollo? Huh. I think I've been eating so many other foods. And by other foods, I mean burritos and some Greek food. You guys will be proud. I'm switching it up and adding in Greek food. The Freezite saying cats. This bro soon, bro. DoorDash will provide, inshallah. I said inshallah to some people earlier in the week, and they were like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, sorry. I forget that's not like a normal thing to say to people. These flags up here are the Thai Royal... Yeah, okay. We're killing it. Indonesia, maybe? Exactly, W-Dig. Zoran's impact. I was thinking that when I said it. I was like... Ah, yes. That's not where it's coming from, but that's what it seems like. But that seal back there, that kind of looked like the Malaysian one. So I'm more in the Malaysia camp now. The coat of arms, that's what it's called. Looked like the Malaysian coat of arms. What's that flag? Is that literally Malaysia? Is that a torn up Malaysian flag? Yeah, Cat saying Malaysia, Indonesia. Ooh, Menuet saying no pollo tonight. Sloppy Joes were requested. That's still solid. I cannot remember the last time I had Sloppy Joes. Yeah, W-Dig saying looks melee. Cat saying yep, looks like torn up Malaysian flag. Let's run it. Awesome. We're at 9. Just saying, we are killing this. This is like New Zealand. Come on. Yep, here we go. English, left-hand side. Fishing game, West Coast region. Cat saying the water looks beautiful. Did look nice. Yeah, Cat saying Australia. Christopher Like saying had Sloppy Joes last week. Heaven on Earth. I don't even remember what goes in a Sloppy Joe, if I'm honest. I don't know West Coast region, though. Ooh. This just looks so nice. I did figure out where I'm going to go to in Australia, though. My somewhat last-minute Australia trip. Decided I'm going to go down to Tasmania. I think that'll be cool. Would love to do New Zealand, but it's not going to work. Going to do some camping. And some hiking. So that'll be awesome. What's that sign say? Yeah, Catsing actually might be New Zealand because I don't think there's a West Coast region in Australia. Yeah, that's the thing. There isn't. In Australia, it's states, you know. So that's, I'm a little thrown, but it could also be, you know, the West Coast region of, I don't know, New South Wales. Oh, no, West is the other side. That was stupid. Yeah, and Cat saying West Coast Australia is more desert. Exactly. Is it just, yeah, it's Western Australia. Because there could be in this area, but again, they would call it Western Australia, not West Coast region. So I'm more inclined to believe we're in New Zealand. There's nothing that says that, though, unfortunately. Yeah, W. Dig saying yes, Tasmania. Christopher Like saying Hobart and Launceston. I don't know of Launceston, actually. I've looked at Hobart, and I've looked at I've looked at Hobart, Mount Wellington, and then doing some hiking out here. I don't know what these areas are called, but it looks really, really, really nice. Yeah, Freezite saying you'll love Tasmania. I hope so. I think it'll be cool. I basically put into ChatGPT, I was like, I'm going to Australia on these days. I land in Sydney in the morning on this day, leave in the morning on this day. What should I do? This is the kind of stuff I like. I don't need to stay in Sydney. In fact, I would prefer to see other parts as well. And it was like, go to Tasmania and do Mount Wellington, and here's some other stuff, and blah, blah, blah. And then some people were trying to convince me to swim with sharks, and I was totally down for it, but it seems like it's gonna be too out of the way. This has gotta be New Zealand. Cat's saying, see if you can go to Eggs and Bacon Bay in Tasmania. What's that? Eggs and Bacon Bay, Tasmania. Oh, this looks cool. I like that. There is also, check this out. This blew my mind. It's called, it's down here, maybe? You know what? I don't know what it was. Oh, here it is. 3 Capes. This looked wild. I'm excited for that. Yeah, that is a wild name. Christopher likes saying Tasmania we'll have an AFL expansion team next year. They'll be called the Tasmania Devils. They really spared no creativity on that one. One of the coolest logos in sports. All right, well, now I'm on Tasmania Devils AFL. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Is it the 2-headed one? Oh no, that's the old logo. I guess, is it this? It's still solid, but I feel like this kind of goes crazy. W. Dig saying, I thought you were making it up. Rory Shea saying, very original. Yeah. Yeah, really pulling out all the creative juices on that one. That'd be cool. I'm sad I won't get to make a game. I heard I think Aussie Rules is wrapped up by then. I really kind of want to do New Zealand at this point, but we're 9 deep, and we kind of Had a few really solid rounds so far. So I'm hesitant to do anything stupid. And Christopher, like, you're a member of the Tasmania Devils AFL team? That's pretty cool. I would assume you were a Melbourne supporter. There were a couple teams there, right? Trekking along on this road. So exciting. Somewhere in Australia or New Zealand. Just keep on moving along. And I assume the AFL team will be playing in Hobart, right? Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, gonna do a little arrow. Okay, Christopher likes saying I'm actually a Carlton Blues supporter. Why is that? Are they in Melbourne? Just slamming this little button. Come on. Keep on going. It was pretty funny today. So, going to Asia twice within a few weeks of each other absolutely wrecked my perception of air travel, like the time it takes to travel. And then today I flew back to New York from Tampa, and it was like 6 hours door to door. And I felt like I'd gone for a stroll outside. That's how long it felt I'd been gone. I was like, this is insane. Domestic travel is amazing. Bell Hill Scenic Reserve. Danger, poison, awesome. But just it's like the 14-hour flight to Manila has thrown off my perception of flying. And, well, all the other flights as well. Okay, yes, the Carlton Blues are in Melbourne. Haupiri Mitchell's... So, Haupiri and Rotomanu sound Maori. So does Kotuku. Yep, exactly. W. Diggs saying New Zealand for Maori names. Let's do it. Nice. Where is this, out of curiosity? Okay. Interesting. Is it Indonesia with this fence? Yep, Cat's asking New Zealand send. We did it. We got it. I should be a little more hesitant on the sends, but it's working out today. Yeah, Cat's thinking Indonesia. W. Dick saying love their patriotism. I know I've said it before, but it's just wild how a country that's more or less artificially created can be so unified under the Indonesian identity. And there's so many different languages and peoples, and would love to be able to read this sign. No. Oh, I can't read it, and I can't see the flags. Cat saying, I guess because their flag is easier to draw and paint on your homes. Fair enough. Upside down Poland. I'm so super confident that this is Indonesia. But I know I shouldn't just send it based off that one fence. Maybe it's a Malaysian playing a trick on GeoGuessr players. You really never know. Oh, at some point, eventually when I buy my own house, someone remind me to put up a Canadian flag and a speed limit sign in my yard in kilometers and take out my mailbox. If I get one GeoGuessr player ever to fall for that, I'll be happy. Indonesian flag there, Indonesian flag here. Any objections? Indonesia. I wonder what's on this sign here. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, W. Dick saying Indo as well. New Zealand again? Ooh. I was about to say I'm going to look like an idiot for having said that. But I might actually... I'm right! .co.nz. Solely on vibes. That was big brain. I'm on it today. I slept on the flight earlier. I took a nap when I got home. I am well rested and using all of my brain. Oh, that's cool. Way up top. Cat saying maybe those are signs you have to go to New Zealand too someday. I definitely want. I'm so much more. This is just Ireland. I'm so much more excited to go to New Zealand. Well, no, I am really excited about Australia now. Actually, now that I've figured out what I want to do. Yeah, Cat saying Ireland send. I think we're good here. Yeah, W Dick saying yep, Ireland. Yeah, Cat's asking first time in Australia. You'll enjoy there. I know I'm going to enjoy it, especially now that I know what I'm doing. And now, because last week when I booked it in my head, this is the Netherlands.nl right there, but this is a truck. Trucks move. Let's just briefly look for something else. Last week when I booked it, not knowing what I was doing, I was kind of like, wasn't thrilled. Nile Dutch. Yeah, Cat saying Netherlands send. Menuet saying send. Are people good with Netherlands here? Cat saying I still don't know what to do on my 2 days in Istanbul. That is... Istanbul, though, is like an amazing world city with so many amazing... The food, the culture. That's just going to be such an amazing experience. Even driving to Hagia Sophia from the airport and back was so cool. You're going to have a blast. Alright, let's do it. Netherlands. Nice. Belgium? No, that's a Dutch plate. Dutch plate. Let's go over here. Yeah, Cat saying Netherlands again. Let's just keep looking. Yeah, W Dick saying Netherlands part 2. Dutch plate. Yeah, these are all Dutch plates. Let's do... Oops. Let's do it. Come on. Loading the guess. It's not letting me guess. Okay, maybe if we refresh. Okay, I think it gave it to us. This is looking Romanian-ish. Christopher likes saying cats. Walk from Europe to Asia. JK, you can't. Cat saying I just booked my flights to Netherlands last week. My friends and I are going there in November. That'll be cool. Are you doing Amsterdam? Well, I would assume Amsterdam's where you're flying into. But are you doing anywhere other than that as well? But I think I managed to get myself really hyped up for New Zealand and then was disappointed when I couldn't fit it in. But now I'm excited for Australia. I'm excited for the hiking. I think that'll be cool. Okay, Amsterdam for now. Let's see what their plans are. That's a language. I'm trying to think what that could be. That's... Is that maybe... I don't think that's Hungarian, but... Yeah, Katz is saying Hungarian. It says stop. Christopher likes saying I really want to ride the rails in Europe, especially the sleeper cars. Yeah. I don't think I've ever done a sleeper car. Seems fun. That's a non-European plate. That's a European plate. Yeah, Cat saying you've done the sleeper cars before. They're pricey, though. Yeah, that's... Remember back in the early days of this channel, just being as stingy as possible. I remember being on a boat. And I brought this up. This somehow came up during the week. That's why it's top of mind. But I was on a boat from Yeah, Kirkwall to Larrick. That took me a minute. I feel like I told this story literally last week. Did I? It was like, instead of actually getting a room for $18, I slept on the floor. Woke up airborne from the waves. Christopher likes saying there's a rail service called Nightjet. Kat saying there's one called Santa Claus Express from Helsinki to Rovaniemi, where the Santa Claus village is. I think you've mentioned that before. Did it as a sleeper car on that train. I don't remember it being that pricey. I feel like in a niche route, you're probably good. But something like, I don't know, Berlin to Madrid, you're paying big money. I'm really feeling Hungarian here. But I can't prove it just yet. I feel like we've been in this town before. What's going on with this? This is a nice bus stop. Here we go. Road sign. Rohad and Ilk. Cat saying I'm confident this is Hungary, but oh yeah, remember there are Hungarian in Romania too. So let's look for Rohad and Ilk. That seems to be our best bet right now. This is not. I honestly, I thought we'd find them pretty quickly. But they're not just appearing on the map like I hoped. Well, that's unfortunate. W. Dick saying, yep, I think Hungary. Alright, we got multiple people saying, let's do it. Nice. Ooh, Menuet asking, do you see Downing Live's train trip from Arctic to Africa? That sounds awesome. I've not seen that. Yeah, Christopher likes saying, I think this is Eastern Hungary. It was. So we have. That looks French. That's German. That's English. I'm not sure about that. If anything, that's Dutch. Oh, French and Dutch. Dun dun dun. Yellow letters. I mean, red letters. Red letters. Probably red letters. Yep, W. Dick and Cat saying Belgium. These are all Belgian plates. This is, unless the Belgium convention's in town, this is Belgium. So let's do it. Love it. Next round. Yeah, Cat saying I think this is Brussels. I was feeling the same thing. Ooh. Let's go this way. Christopher likes saying Menuet. I watched it. I even talked to Michael after we finished this trip. That's sick. What's this say? Hakel Telorm Turkish? I feel like that's. Yeah, this is Turkish. Istanbul. Yeah, Cat saying Turkey. Nice. Oh boy. Random German forest. I am a genius. I said random German forest, and here we go. Big brain. This is what happens when you nap twice during the day. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Let's keep on moving. What do we have here? We have a village called Rastow that we can't go in, apparently. Nope, we can. Cool. Alright. Now to find something that tells us for sure this is Germany. Something like this. Any objections to that? Yeah, Cat saying feeling Germany here. I think we're good. I think we are good. Yep, exactly, WDig. That would definitely give Germany. I think that was pretty solid at the beginning, going like, oh, random German forest. Menuet saying that miniature world museum with working plane was amazing on Downy Live. I should watch that. I like putting on YouTube. This is Serbia. I like putting on YouTube videos while I do like unimportant edits. Yeah, Cat saying Serbia. Yeah, Menuet saying yes, flag of Germany would work. Yeah, Cat saying Belgrade vibes. That's exactly what I'm thinking. This is Tirshova. I don't know what Tirshova is. Is that euros? Do they use euros in Serbia? I don't think so, right? Because Kosovo uses them kind of illegally because Albania does, or well, because most of Europe does. And I would assume, not to say, you get what I'm saying. I'm sure you can read between the lines of what I'm trying to say there. Yeah, Katz is saying they don't use euros. Argentini Center. Christopher likes saying USA 1, Mexico 1. W. Dick saying it's Mexico having a 9-0 corner advantage for me. That's crazy. So given the time, that's the full-time score, isn't it? It's going into extras. Cat's asking Montenegro then. It doesn't feel like Montenegro, though. Does that? Oh, we're in the 67th minute. Cool. Glad my math was off. This says school. So we're in a school zone. Yeah, Russian class. Oh, there was a Serbian flag? Where'd you see that? Oh, yep, I see it now. What is the building? Yeah, this says Tirshova again. Could this be a consulate? No, because that's like the provincial flag there. That's Serbia. This is, I don't know here. The euros thing. Maybe just some people make transactions in euros. Yeah, Kat's saying Serbian using euros, though. Christopher like asking, is this Belgrade? So I assumed it was Belgrade, and I was not the only one thinking that. But then we saw euros. This looks like a nice spot. Belgrade seems like a cool place to chill. Ooh, excuse me, the Serbian flag. Yeah, we saw euros, and it was just confusing. Yeah, Cat's saying they want to join EU. Bosnia and Montenegro both using euros. Okay, makes sense. Belgrade, then? My initial plan for Senegal was actually Serbia. Fun fact. I was like, oh, I'll go to Serbia for a weekend. And then for whatever reason, I was like, nah, Senegal. Starts with an S. I don't really remember the exact train of thought, but that was how it started. Was I should go to Serbia? No, I'll go to Senegal. I would have enjoyed Serbia a lot more. All right, let's do it. Awesome. Yep, Belgrade. Ooh, cloudy day. Where is this cloudy day? W. Dick saying, love Serbia, but Senegal weekend sounds more iconic. Yeah, it objectively was. As unenjoyable of an experience that was, it was one of the funniest experiences of my life. I'd go through about... I'd let you waterboard me before it was like waterboarded, sent back to Senegal. I'd take waterboarding. Simply just due to my experience there. I'm sure it seems like people have had great times there. But living that specific experience again, and I was like, so French. Oh, okay. Lausanne. I don't know what Lausanne. Lausanne is in Switzerland. Nice. Go team. Cat saying TBH, when I was in Serbia, there's not much to see there. Even my Serbian tour guides said they don't have much tourism industry there. It makes sense. I just wanted to go to see somewhere off the beaten path. I like going to places where tourists don't go, because I feel like, I don't know. Have you ever gone to something and you're like, wow, I'm surprised this isn't a much bigger tourist attraction. This is such a cool thing. And then you go to something that is such a huge tourist attraction and you're like, this is just overrated. This is whatever. And it's just the kind of, the fact that it feels undiscovered or it feels off the beaten path that's kind of enticing, you know? W. Digas in Germany, Cat's asking another Germany. It seems that's what we could be looking at. Cat's asking Byron is Bavaria, right? I think so, yeah. Nothing on those that's too helpful, but this... I can't tell. Menuet saying, I would take waterboarding over Senegal for 200, Alex. I would. Do want to see more of Africa, though. I saw Drew over the weekend, and I was talking about how I want to go to Rwanda in February. Once my ankle is better, so I can actually ride my bike. And he was like, think about what happened in Senegal. Like, it's going to be the exact same thing. You're going to go there thinking it's going to be fun, and then you're going to have a horrible time. And I was like, no, I have hope. Ooh. Christopher likes saying, try going to Slovenia. Slovenia would be cool. That'd be a really fun. That'd be a really cool place to bring the bicycle. Trying to find something that will make this clearly Germany rather than Austria. Significantly flatter. But nothing like a German flag that appeared right after I said that sentence last time. Cat saying Slovenia's not off the beaten path though, like Bled is busy with tourists. Yeah, but I feel like I don't know if I'd even do that. I just want to I want to see the forests. Every time we get Slovenia, it always seems super interesting. Some of the small towns there, I want to go this way. There's a sign there that I want to read. W. Dig saying Albania is pretty off the beaten path. Albania would be really cool. There's these guys that own a restaurant in my hometown who I actually saw in the airport today. They go to Albania every now and then. And the pictures they've shown me are pretty wild. They're really cool. Freezite saying, I'm working on chapter 3 of my Drew biography called Drew, How to Be a Belarusian Despot and Still Remain a Virgin. It's going well. I can't wait to read that. Can we get a sneak peek of chapters 1 through 2? And Cat saying Slovenia's mountainous too if you have the strength to bike it. I feel like I could. You know? I could do, There's definitely a really cool bike route in there somewhere. Mountain or not. Yeah, Cat's saying I agree with Albania. Yeah. I wonder if the Sky Rift is there in real life too. I'll land in Tirana, look up, and it's that rift in the coverage. Cat saying also Albania is cheaper than Slovenia. Yeah, that's a good point too. Freeside saying I'll upload some to the Discord soon. The formative years were harsh, as they have to be, of course. They have to be harsh in order to create a Belarusian despot. I just need something that says Germany on it. It's so clearly Germany, but we need to be sure. McBeath saying try Armenia. Yerevan is an interesting city to explore. That's a cool one. Yeah, Armenia would be a good one. I was also looking at Lebanon last week. I think that would be cool. And I brought it up to a friend who's from there, and he was saying, let me know if you go. I'll go with you, show you around. Yeah, or Georgia the country. That'd be a good one. That'd be really cool. Georgia is a country. I've seen some really cool photos of cycling trails there. That would be an amazing one. I feel like I'm getting old when my idea of cool vacation is go to obscure country and have nice little bike ride vacation. It feels very, my 30s are approaching. Which I realize is a laughable statement to many of you. Freezite saying, by the way, this is Germany. Honestly, I'm fine enough with that. Let's do it. Cool. That was getting frustrating. Alright, where might this be? That was a yellow plate. These are all yellow plates. I don't think it's the Netherlands. It doesn't seem Dutch. Are we just stuck in this parking lot? Wait, this might actually be the coolest round possible. Oh, wait, no, I think we can escape. I'm kind of disappointed. W. Dig nearly just gave me a heart attack. Oh, Amsterdam. Amsterdam Skills Center with Dutch plates. We good with Netherlands? Freezite Sen feels Norway. I feel like Netherlands is pretty solid here. WD saying Mexico scored but rolled offside. Absolutely terrifying first half of that statement. Cat saying I want to do Caucasus next year, but only if the dates work. What are you thinking timing wise? Alright. Netherlands. Let's do it. Awesome. This will be Ukraine or Russia with the pipes. Or Kazakhstan. I think this is the Kazakh truck. I'm actually pretty confident that this is Kazakhstan. Oh, it's taking all my willpower not to click on it right now on the map. The self-restraint right now. None of that's helpful. W-Dig, no. Saying to overturn the offside. 2-1 to Mexico. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Freezite saying it has the teal green too. That's the thing, is I'm like, I think it's Let's say Bay. I'm sorry, I'm so scatterbrained from hearing that Mexico scored. I did kind of see the bit of the Kazakh plate as well. What's that? Amina. Oh my goodness. Yeah, WDig making a good point. Blame CONCACAF refs, not FIFA. CONCACAF refs are notoriously horrible. Oh, Cat saying the sign earlier was dual script. Good catch. Oh, perfect. In the Discord earlier this week, I sent it was a graphic. It was the Cyrillic letters that are specific to each language. This K is specific to Kazakh. It's yeah, that's Kazakh right there. That's not Russian. This right here is Russian. This means house. Watch this. See? Look at that. We're in Almaty too. Cat saying Kazakhstan send. Nice call, Ewan. Thank you. Thank you. I can feel my brain getting bigger. Exactly, WDig, big brain. I can feel my brain getting bigger. Drew has complained to me that when he watches this stream, he actually is starting to learn. Yep, Freezite saying Dom. That is indeed house. Cat saying can't wait to be there in Almaty in a couple months. Dude, Almaty was so cool. I did not expect it, but it was genuinely just so solid. Alright, so here's the let me read that again. 'Cause this looks like Brazil. I just need to make sure that isn't Spanish. It kind of I honestly can't tell. Yeah, this is Spanish, but it looks like Brazil. Huh. Okay, Freezite's saying that was Amina magazine. It probably said magazine there, and I did not take the time to read it. And exactly, Freezite, Libertadores Cup is where champions play. I think Libertadores should just expand and include North America too. I think that would be the best way to do it. We'd get absolutely steamrolled, but it would still be fun. Rural school number 134. Yeah, Christopher likes saying this feels like Colombia. I can get behind that. Freezite saying it's Spanish but looks Brazilian. Must be Canada. Of course. We haven't had Colombia in the longest time. Of course, Freezite saying tell Drew to focus on a hot Latina and cut the nonsense. God forbid a man learn. Let's keep on moving. I don't see... I'm looking for Colombian plates. Oh, okay. Cat's confirmed. This is rural Saskatchewan. Alright. Any objections? Yeah, Freezite saying Paraguay or Argentina. I would assume that as well. Though I could even see a Bolivia kind of out here. Oh, no, of course. Never mind. No, this is Canada. I forgot we already selected that. Alright. I hope at least one of you just had a heart attack. So, looking at the plates. Oh, I really hope these aren't just generic Mercosur plates. No idea what that is. Oh, no. Sammy Marcos joined in. Saying good evening, chat. Last stream from the house for a long while. Welcome in, Sammy Marco. That is indeed a momentous occasion. Glad you're here. So let's... don't know any of that. I don't even... Thing is, these aren't... It's not Argentina. There hasn't been a single Argentinian plate. Whoop. So it's gotta be, yeah, I'm deselecting Canada before I accidentally click on it. And they're not Colombian plates either. Oh, dirt road, cool. Freesite saying Sammy Marcos growing up, guys. Soon he'll surpass Drew in the Hot Latina category. Big ups, homie. I don't think it takes much to surpass Drew in that category. I'm seriously thinking Bolivia here. I really think this is Bolivia. I don't have much evidence for it. Other than, I don't know the plates. It's Spanish. Kind of jungle. Looks like Brazil. Probably borders, well, most of South America borders Brazil. That's kind of how Brazil works, but... I'm trying to use my brain to think of any other possibilities. This looks like an independent square of some sort. No, I think it's just a random roundabout. Exactly, Freesite. I was trying to find that a couple minutes ago. That price to zoom in on. What is this logo? Tacuarembó? Tacuarembó sounds Incan rather than Spanish. Yeah, exactly. Freesite's saying that name is Incan. Christopher likes saying, I can't stand the Mexican national team. They think they invented the sport. What's happening now? Maybe that word down there is Bolivia. What's that? It's this here. That kind of looks like the seals that various Argentine government ministries use. Sammy Marcos saying Mexico team sounds muy molesto. W Dick saying bunch of subs, 87th minute now. We're gonna lose. No. I know it doesn't matter, but it's still... I'd rather lose to Guatemala, Costa Rica, anyone else. Trinidad again. Trinidad and Tobago, both of them. Just not. No. And it's not our A team, so it looks like a full strength US lost. You kidding me? This is it's, you know, I don't know how to explain this feeling right now. It's when something big is happening but you're doing something stupid. I don't know. I was playing a video game when January 6th happened, and you just kind of felt like an idiot sitting there watching that, and it's like, oh man, I'm on Civ 5 watching this. It's like, I guess January 6th and losing to the Mexican national team are not comparable events, but you get this. I think you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, exactly, Freesite. Where's the Haitian team where you need them? W. Dixon literally have not had one U.S. corner all game. Christopher like saying, yeah, losing to Mexico is like a gut punch no matter what squad is out there. Exactly. It just sucks. It's too funny to beat Mexico, but it's... I hate losing to them. It is a gut punch, like you said. Sammy Marco asking, were you in DC for January 6th? Don't ask me what I was doing on January 6th. Nobody needs to know that. No, I was in Florida. This is Bolivia, but I can't prove it. I can't prove that this is Bolivia, but I think it is. Exactly, Freezite. You and jumping fences like a madman. Yeah, I was around that day. I was wearing like a Viking helmet. You might have seen me. Pharmacia. Not even do the accent. I'm just saying it. American. American style. 7 minutes of stoppage time. Ah, yes, I forget it's a game against Mexico. It's infinity stoppage time. It is Bolivia. I know it's Bolivia, but I can't prove it. Yeah. Yep. Christopher likes saying 7 minutes stoppage, of course. Here are several other municipalities. So, Caraguada, Achar. We gotta be around here if we are. No, that's close, but not the same thing. Freezite saying I can't differentiate the words they're using. The word who's using. I'm gonna lose my mind. I know it's Bolivia. Losing my mind. Oh, on the signs. As in there weren't enough spaces between them? Okay, yeah, nothing stands out as regional words, except for the Incan. Jesus Christ, this is... I'm... Someone fly a flag. I know it's Bolivia. Freezite saying that's a Brazilian church. I feel like you're just messing with me. It's only been Spanish. Sammy Marco saying Inca Cola moment. Did you see Inca Cola? What is this seal? This seems like the Argentinian ones, but it's not. It's not Peruvian. This has got to be Bolivia. But I just don't have enough confidence to do. I don't. Okay, let's check out the highway for a bit. Great. Fell right off the highway. Yeah, Freezite saying in Peru they would use the Peruvian main seal. The one with the llama and the cornuc. I don't know what a cornuc is. Okay, Cat's asking what the name of the river is. I don't think we get a name. Simi Marco saying maybe Uruguay. The street sign looks very American. Or Argentina. So Argentinian and Uruguayan street signs in cities have a certain look, and it's not the exact look as what we saw in that town. And neither of them would have Incan names. Oh, okay. The sign for the river is at the very start of the bridge. Freezite saying Cornucopia. Is that the name of the river? Cornucopia? Yeah, Sammy Marco saying looks too flat to be Bolivia. See, that's the thing. I think we're around here. I think we're kind of just at the edge of the Amazon. Right, getting back to the... What if I found the name of the... It probably won't be over there. Come on. Come on. Come on. Freezite saying, no, it's on the Peruvian Seal, Gran Chaco area. What's on the Peruvian Seal? Inca Cola? Yeah, Villa Encina. Okay. Rio Tacuarembó. It's just so Incan. That's, however... Hold up. Yep, exactly, Cats. Highway 26. That is the Uruguayan highway sign. This is Highway 26 right here. Oh, okay, the cornucopia is on the seal. My bad. I'm all over the place. Canada sauce. We did say it was Canada. So, Caraguata was mentioned back there, wasn't it? Sammy Marco, you were correct. There's Encina. Rio Tacuarembó. You were entirely correct, dude. That's crazy. I take back what I said about the signs and the Incan. It's Uruguay. Sammy Marco saying, how do you just know the Uruguayan highway signs? We've been doing this stream for about 18 months now. I know the highway signs. Alright. Awesome. Sammy Marco saying, I may have looked it up, nudged y'all. You know that's cheating. That can't be doing that. Okay, Cañada means ravine. I thought Trampa was... No, that's Pitfall. Yeah, Menuet said, nice, Sammy, for real. Oh, right, no, wait, you said you may have looked it up. Never mind. Bad, Sammy. Fair enough, Sammy Marco. Cheating, I ain't playing the game. Oh, that means funnel? Huh. I don't know. W. Dick saying 1 minute left. Hail Mary time. I'm feeling this is Estonia. Just get that vibe. I don't know. Is that like a hunting thing? Okay. Depends on regional usage. Gotcha. Look at that. We're learning. Lithuanian? Freezite asking, this is Finland. Yeah, Cat saying Lithuanian, W-Dig saying Lithuanian. Awesome, let's do it. Yep, Sammy Marcus saying Baltics. This is Lesotho or Eswatini. I think it's Lesotho. Think. No. Christopher likes it, yep. And W. Dig both confirming the United States has lost to Mexico. Well, hopefully next year they just get obliterated in the World Cup before we get obliterated in the World Cup. Outshot 16-6. Outcornered 12-0. That is insane. Menuet saying so Canada's one big funnel. That's what Ontario is. Look at that. just funnels down into Detroit. Freezite saying that one guy at work won't shut up about it. I'll tell him that he can't even shine the shoes of my team, etc. But in a nice way, of course. That's funny. I can't. Literally anyone else. No, Alexi Lalas wearing a massive cowboy hat. Why? We just lost to Mexico. Just take it off. Don't wear it in the first place. It's a Mexico game. We're probably... Menuet saying, sorry, my dudes, about the game. Thanks, Menuet. It happens. You know? It's, man. Sammy Marco asking why there's so many soccer games on Sunday nights. I think they're on many nights, but they're just... You know what nights they need to be on? Weeknights and not weekdays. Because there's W Dig put in the chat earlier. He's attending the Chelsea Palmeiras Club World Cup semifinal here in New York on Tuesday. I was also looking at tickets, but it's at 3 p.m. Oh, nobody's going to that. Freezite saying Lalas needs to go play in traffic. And there's a lot of soccer played all the time. There's almost always soccer played all the time. Yeah. Cat's asking why is the game that early? Because it'll be 8 and 9 p.m. in Europe. Which is all the TV revenue. Voda, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Lesotho. Yeah. W Dixon, 3 p.m. is evil, but I'm taking a half day. That's okay. We're at the end of the coverage. All right, back to the start. I think we went that way at first. So let's go this way. Yeah, half day is smart, but I lost a day trying to just get to Tampa this week. So I have to be responsible and just not do that. Yeah, that's definitely why the tickets were dirt cheap, because they're not selling them because they're midday games. And yeah, Freezite saying they're so cheap you should go. They're so cheap, but they're at 3 p.m. If it were a nighttime game, I'd be there. Nighttime game 100%. I don't feel like 3 p.m. is just not happening. Christopher likes saying Sammy Marco get ready for NBC Sunday Night Football and NBA basketball. Fair enough. Sunday Night Football is going to be fun. We're only 2.5 months out from that. Yeah, Kat saying I sadly can't keep up with sports anymore, but I still enjoy watching a game live once in a while. I feel you on that. It's like, of all the things happening, it's like I can't bring myself to focus on that. So it's like, keep tabs on it, and then live games are always fun. You guys are actually going to end up convincing me to go to this stupid semifinal. I have 3 Chelsea jerseys in my closet. And a Chelsea rain jacket. It's not even it's more of a, I don't know what you would call it. Windbreaker? This is Lesotho. 100% this is Lesotho. W. Dixon, come on, you can do it. But I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. Yeah. Saying definitely Lesotho. Any objections to Lesotho? Freezite saying, PSG is going to win it anyway. You never know. Real Madrid could win it. Sammy Marco, yeah, you're going to have a blast at Virginia Tech football games. That's going to be awesome. All right. Let's do it. Nice. Okay. French, this is Canada. This is 100% Canada. Yep, Cat saying Quebec. Yep, this is Quebec. Any objections to that? Christopher likes saying, so part of my NBA trades research got complicated. Today, a first in NBA history, a 7-team trade. That's a thing? Is that not a first in just sports in general? That is insane. All right, let's do it. Yep, easy. Montreal. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, no. I was going to say I came close. I didn't really come that close to here in the Montreal video. I ended up, like, over here. That's not really a spoiler. This is Japan. Where's words? There's words. And the words are in Japanese. Whoa. Yeah, Japan. Nice. So Freezite wants Sammy to try out for the football team so he can enjoy his time before he starts in the army. Well, I don't think anyone's getting drafted anymore. But yeah, W. Dick saying Virginia Tech has such a great game day vibe. Sammy Marco saying I haven't even been to any high school games and only one NFL. I'm assuming that NFL one was a... oh yeah, this looks like a fun language. I want to say Hungarian, but I'm hesitant. But I'm assuming NFL was Commanders. Yeah, okay. Cat's saying Czechia or Slovakia. I believe that more than Hungarian. I don't know what's going on here. What's going on over here? And the stuff on the bus stop disappeared. Humen Road 558. Those are E roads. These would, I imagine, the roads in Czechia and Slovakia are numbered the same for reasons. Yeah, W. Dick saying deaf Czech or Slovak, but can't tell. Well, let's do some meandering. Don't know what that is. Oh, is it S58? That could be... You could be onto something there. Yeah, this looks Slovak. Yeah, Christopher likes saying Slovakia. No, I definitely think you're onto something there, Freezite. Tovarn. Oh, Cat saying I just saw Svidnik on the map when you were scrolling. Honestly, I'll take that. There we go. This looks cool. Tilsalgs. Fun. I was thinking of something and it has completely... This looks cool. I'd love to swim here. Cat saying Norway vibes. W. Dick saying look for Nordic ribbon flag. Will do. That's a very good suggestion. This looks like a cool lake though. I will say last weekend I swam in a lake for the second time in my life and I was a little kind of grossed out because I was like, why is it brown? It's like you get in and it's just like, ooh, this is brown. It's kind of gross. It was cold too, but I'm not really going to complain about that. I expected that. Freezite saying Arctic Norwegian coast. Christopher likes saying send me there now. For real. And okay, Freezite saying I've seen a train hopper guy ended up somewhere near there. Okay, that's helpful. Where's the ribbon flag? It's almost surely Norway. Yep, here we go. Norwegian green plates. Any objections to that? I think we're good. Alright, let's do it. So that is... I just want to know where we were. Where would you call this? I guess Egersund? Honestly, I want to add that to the cool places thing on the Discord. Egersund, Norway. That was cool. Cat saying, area around Bergen, Norway is very beautiful. Glad I picked to go over there. To go there over Oslo. Oh, 100%. Norway's one of those countries where it's... I'd happily spend an afternoon in the capital city, maybe hit a museum. But other than that, that's not what I'm there for. I feel like you definitely made the right decision. Come on. Come on. Freezite's saying you were wrong. No, I mean, that's still Atlantic Norway, pretty much. W-Dig saying, another reason to go on Tuesday. $20 tickets are better than $200 for Wednesday or $400 final. Yes, but Wednesday is still a weekday at 3 p.m. I don't know when the final is, but I don't want to go to that. I don't feel like it. Not that it wouldn't, like, if the final were $20, yes. I just bought Australia tickets next weekend, last weekend. Freezite saying Oslo sucks. Couldn't find a decent meal there for almost a week. There it is. I said it. No, I mean, it's yeah. I feel like Scandinavia isn't really synonymous with great food. That's somewhere where I'd try a local meal once just to say I've done it, and then find Mexican food. Or sushi. I feel like the sushi would be good. Which is a wild thing to go looking for in Norway, but I'll stick with that. W-Dig says, okay, it's Sunday at 3 p.m., so it'll definitely be packed. Yeah. Just, again, I just can't be bothered to go to the final for $400. If they made Tuesday's game 7 p.m., I'm there. I wear one of my 3 Chelsea jerseys. You know, I'm there, 100%. This is Czech or Slovak again, I think. Baza and Rog. I don't know. Sammy Marco's saying, I've never been to... Okay, WJ saying, thinking Slovenia, Croatia. Interesting. But Sammy Marco's saying, I've never been to a proper big European city, so I'd love to go to Oslo. Yeah, if you've never been to a European city, go to Oslo, 100%. Go to any of them. You'll have a blast. But, I don't know, it's just not... I can see it. Once you've done the European cities, it's not as enticing. Yeah, Christopher Lexon sort of does biker vibes. Freezite saying, I found a Colombian-Italian spot. Weird combo on paper, but it worked. I could see that working, honestly. Yeah, Freezite saying we need a flag. W-Dig saying leaning Slovenia. And exactly, Manifest it talking about Slovenian biking. Cat saying, yeah, it's Copenhagen or Stockholm. I've heard great things about Copenhagen. Christopher likes saying this is Slovenia, I think. Everyone seems to be saying Slovenia. I don't know. I don't really remember the name of the towns we saw, if I'm honest. And Freezite saying the rats get bigger as the city gets bigger. Biggest rats in the EU at the Munich main station, bigger than a cat. Okay, wait, Rogue. Okay, yeah, Cat's saying Rogue is one of the towns. Or Rog. Yeah, I'm not gonna find that. Oh well. Yeah, Freezite saying I have no idea where we are. Love that. Sammy Marcos saying Freezite. I've seen like one rat in all the cities I've ever. All the cities I've been to ever. It's obvious I've never been to NYC. Fair enough. Yeah, we do need more clues. I agree. Wait. Would you look at that? What amazing. You're kidding me. It's hidden. It's actually hidden. We can't see the seal. So it's either Slovenia or Slovakia. I would lean towards Slovenia here. Yeah. Christopher likes saying Slovenia. Christopher likes saying the rats in NYC are terrifying. I don't think they're that bad. They're just kind of there. You know? They run around. They mind their business. I mind my business. They're just rats. Do we... Alright. I just for the sake of things. Slovenia. I'm making a poll. Slovakia. I'm eliminating any potential for whoopsies or silent majorities. Slovenia or Slovakia poll. Just to be sure. There's no other. So we've pretty much got it down to those two. No, it is not Senegal Freezite, unfortunately. Yeah, Katz is saying I think that's the Slovenian flag. We're seeing 5 votes for Slovenia. Let's end the poll. Let's do it. Nice. What if that was Slovakia? That would be horrible. This is interesting. Let's go over here. Come on, let's get John over. I'm trying to figure out... Okay, first of all, sun is very much to the north. Yeah, sun is to the north. We're in the southern hemisphere. It's kind of dry. Haven't seen... Signs are oriented for left-hand drive. Does that say Boer? This is Boer, right? Is it South Africa? Is it that easy? I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to click that right now. But is it that easy? Yeah, that's in English. I wonder if we can go to this trail. No. Yeah, Cat saying Boer, Freezite saying South Africa, Cat saying South Africa then. Freezite saying or Namibia. I think... No, it does kind of have the whiteness of the Namibian dirt. Again, what a wild sentence. Never thought I'd be at the point in life where I can be like, I'm not sure if that's Namibian dirt. Yeah. What a nerd. 600. I'm pretty sure this is south. The Boers never really ended up in Namibia. They were all over here. So yeah, like Bloemfontein, Johannesburg. That's where they were. Oh yeah, Namibia's not on coverage. That's a good point. Okay, I took Namibia to mean Botswana. That's what I meant. I don't know if Freezite meant that too, but I was thinking neighboring country with pale dirt. This is literally Afrikaans right here. This is South Africa. Any objections to that? Yeah, Freezite saying Namibian Dirt's a good name for a metal band. I'd go for that. Yeah, Cat saying I don't think they use Afrikaans in Botswana. I really don't think they do. Plus, it's too green for Botswana. Let's do it. Yep, Christopher likes saying South Africa. Hold on, there's a fly. Oh, I almost got it. Yeah, that's not where I expected, but still the right country. Skyrift, Albania, send. That's a jet. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna do it that quick. Where's this car going? I want to see if you have Albanian plates. Slow down. Pull over. Those aren't Albanian plates. Jeez. I don't know. This is peculiar. It looks Balkan. There's Albanian rifts. This could be Montenegro. Oops. I'm going to deselect Albania. It feels like Albania, though. What's going on back there? It's just people. Yeah, exactly, Cats. Remember, there's also a rift in some Montenegrin coverages. I think we're at least, here. Whew. Come on. We're just gonna follow this car for like 20 minutes. Little house. Decent view. I don't really know what we could get. We need words. And even then we're gonna have to figure out if those words are Albanian or Serbian. Which shouldn't be too hard. If it's dual script, it'll be easy. If we see dual script, this is almost surely Montenegro. What's that say? I can't tell. Oh, I just need somebody to use their words and not fling us back. Come on. This is infuriating. Arrow. Arrow. Okay. Arrow. Arrow. End of coverage. So we go back to the start and we go the other way. Okay, Christopher likes saying some cities in Namibia do have official coverage as of June. Good to know. Very good to know. Namibia's... Are there any other new ones that have been added recently? Here, wait. Don't want to use that tab. New GeoGuessr. I should probably call it Google Maps coverage. Or Google Street View coverage. Google Street View coverage 2025. New countries. This isn't cheating. I'm not exactly Googling like Skyrift, a power plant. Bosnia, Namibia, Paraguay. Ooh. Okay, so we're getting some updates. Street View's been re-added in Vietnam. Montenegro confirmed for coverage. That I already did. Liechtenstein, yeah, we knew that. Paraguay we've talked about. Does it say when we're getting these? No. No idea. Cool. Yep, exactly, Freezite. Getting some Liechtenstein. Get another. Oh wait, this isn't GeoGuessr. That's the town in Norway. Oh, fair enough, Sammy Marco. Don't trust AI overview. I didn't even realize that was AI overview. My bad. I'm excited for all 20 feet of Liechtenstein coverage. Another German country to try to figure out. So exciting. This is cool. I'm trying to think if any of those would be massive issues. Like Namibia should be fine. Paraguay will be fine. Vietnam's easy. Bosnia will be an interesting one. The Balkans are always tough. Freesite saying it's easy, just look for gnomes. That one's going straight over my head. I have no idea what you're talking about. Exactly, Cats. Bosnia will be tricky. That's the one that's going to get us. That's like a minesweeper level. Here we go. What's that country code? You kidding me? Oh, Cat's saying you think it was .me. It kind of looks like .rs. Oh, Republika Srpska. But that doesn't make... That's not even... There's no Cyrillic on here. So Cat's saying Montenegro. WDig saying this is feeling Montenegro. Definitely not Croatia. WDig saying HR is Croatia. Yeah, I don't... This... For me, this clear as day says RS. Yeah, that's... Cats is saying RS is Serbia. This is stressful. I don't... There it is. There's the Cyrillic. Cat saying I have a feeling it's Montenegro. Freezite saying Hrvatska. Where did you see Hrvatska? I did not see that anywhere. Yeah, Paraguay will be a cool one. I'm excited for that. Oh, okay, you're saying you didn't see it. WDick saying I like Montenegro here. But the sign says .rs. Guys. Messi. Kuwait. Kuwait will be annoying. Because it'll seem like so many other places. Nepal will be cool. Paraguay will be cool. Oh no. We lagging again? Uh-oh. Okay, back now. Cool. I don't know what that was. Freezite saying this looks like a roadside stop, so it makes sense for him to add some Cyrillic to attract foreign drivers. Guys. Yeah, I guess W. Dixon would be a lot of non-Cyrillic for Serbia. Peshtaron. No, restaurant. Restaurant. Hatsi. No, that's an N. I'm not saying that. What is this letter? This isn't a letter. This is quite the round. This sign should help though. Okay. Yeah, Cat's saying I guess we need more clues then. Freezite saying I'm leaning Montenegro myself. So there's... We should just be able to find these towns. Plav, Velika. Where's Gradak? Gradak. Yeah, I can't find it. Is it in Serbia? I'm not gonna check all of Serbia. Yeah, German. Well, at least we're in a town now. Kinda. Hussein Pasha's Mosque. What's this sign say? Pledge. Yeah, that's a word. I don't see it. Freezite asking, could it be North Macedonia? Interesting thought. I feel like it's not. Christopher likes saying, I think it's Serbia. So, we're all over the place on our guesses. These are euros, which doesn't help us in the slightest. Because our last Serbia round, they were using euros. That's kind of big. I know that's a massive clue. I will happily go with Montenegro at this point, but I'm still not sold. I will reluctantly agree to do it if that's what people want to do. Yep, Christopher likes saying buses travel. Freezite saying the plot thickens. If people want to do it at this point, I think that's enough evidence. I am not convinced, but Christopher likes saying that's a hotel too. Do you think this would have the country on it? Trying to read. No, I don't think so. What's this say? Yeah, seen that. W Dig saying, yep, send Montenegro. Alright. We're doing a poll. Montenegro. Or keep looking. Start poll. Hussein Pasina. What's this way? Y'all coming on. So we're not getting a gas station flag like we did in Indonesia, unfortunately. Montenegro is leading at 60% of the vote right now. Only 50% of the vote for Montenegro right now. Oh, man. This is tough. And I can't even do anything because the vote's in a deadlock. Let's go this way. Oh, man. This is just such a photo VOD. It's just Not an easy one. Interesting. So it says European Union. Serbia is not in that. Katz is saying the town signs are not in dual script, so leaning Montenegro. Well. Yeah, Katz saying for Serbia it should be dual script. And the vote is in a deadlock. Oh. I'm totally torn. Christopher likes saying send Montenegro. I voted to keep looking. There we go. Someone has jumped ship and we've gone Montenegro. Love it. I was considering being the final vote and voting for Montenegro there, but I didn't have it in me. I think this is Senegal. Senegal also has the Sky Rift. And this just looks like Africa. Kolo Fati. Just seems like it. Sammy Marcos saying Sky Rift sounds so Halo. Yeah, I never thought about it like that. Come on, just keep on driving. I'm fairly confident. Yeah, I'm pretty confident this is Senegal. You know what sucks? There's nothing I want to do more after this than just lie back down. I just want to lie down and just slowly fall asleep. But I have to go get milk, and I think I have to go get yogurt, and then I have to combine them into a protein shake. So like another 45 minutes from lying down after this. 10:45 though. I'm out. Night night. Ooh, okay, Sammy Marco. My application to drive for Blacksburg Transit is almost done. Dude, that sounds awesome. Yeah, W. Diggs saying, OMG, you drive buses. Dude, I figure you can't record at work, but that would be such good content for your channel. That would be so cool. We're really just in the middle of Senegal. There's nothing. Yeah, W. Diggs saying that would stress me out. Shame. I could not do that. Ooh, Freezite saying party buses. Yeah, Cat saying Freezite would want to have a joyride. Gotcha, Sammy Marco. I can record off the clock, I assume. That would be really good content. Yeah. True. I don't know what you would record on the clock either, but you're the artist. It's your channel. Christopher likes saying it makes me feel like I want to be in the La Brea TV show. And what if I don't know what that means or what that show is? Freezite saying I'm flying out to Virginia Tech to take a joyride with Sammy Marco. Just gonna sit on the Blacksburg Transit bus all day. Okay, yeah, Cat's saying there are YouTube videos of drivers recording the driver view of the bus or trains they're driving. I'd love to see that of like a New York City bus driver. Cause seeing those buses and what they have to navigate just looks so stressful. But I don't know. I did drive a car in Manhattan last weekend and I had an absolute blast. I had so much fun. Because you're weaving around the obstacles. You're like, double, triple parked. And just, that was so much fun. Sammy Markov saying it would give much more insight into how it all works, which would be good for me wanting to be a transit planner. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good idea. If that's what you want to go into, that's an awesome experience. Oh, the Sky Rift was used as a time travel transport in the La Brea TV show. I had no idea. Okay, there's videos of people driving, talking on their Instagram. That's cool. Hopefully that'll be you soon. We're really just clicking through Senegal here, aren't we? What if I just did Senegal? What if you all just trusted me enough? We did not see another car. Just miles on miles. Sammy Marco saying send Senegal. Or it could be Ghana. Oh. W Dig also saying send. Christopher Like saying it. Multiple people saying it. Wait, let me at least see this truck. Yes, trucks move, but... Alright, I'm just doing it. Yeah, Cat saying if it's not Senegal. Poyos for everyone. Look at that. I'm a genius. Thank you all for trusting the big brain. Freeze out, I'm just not reading that one. Cat saying if it's not Senegal, Poyos for everyone. Sadly, no Poyos for everyone. But, luckily, we did get another country. Yep, Christopher Like red dirt. I don't think this is Brazil, though, if I'm honest. It feels Southeast Asia. Yeah, and now we're at the concrete roads, which I think is the Philippines. Yeah, Christopher Like saying Southeast Asia is my guess. Freezite saying Sammy Marco's cooler than Drew. Argument's over. That's not a hard bar to cross, but congrats, Sammy Marco. Oh, not the Philippines. Whoops. Yeah, Freezite saying those were rice patties. Cat saying feels like Philippines, but Sammy Marco saying Freezite, you're insane. Drew doesn't show up, already has negative aura points. For real. Drew has negative aura points. Yeah, this is Thai. Anyone object to Thailand? Yep, alright. I've been saying send Thailand. Awesome. 36. We're crushing it. Dutch plate. This is actually Luxembourg. Yeah, this is Luxembourg. That's German. This is... Oh! Freezite cameo! That's French, I think. German, Luxembourg, yep. As I said. This is, yeah, it's Luxembourg. Yeah, Sammy Marco saying Euro Road with no sidewalk. Crazy. No, it's here. It came back. Ooh, Freezite bought some mangoes. Like sticky rice with mango. Love that for you. Menuet saying send. Christopher Like saying Luxembourg. No, exactly, Freezite. You're here. This is... I don't know why Luxembourg is such a unique looking place. That one I couldn't explain. I looked at the house and was like, that's Luxembourg. Oh, cats, that sucks. I'm bummed to receive news that I can't go to Luxembourg for my birthday next year. Well, ideally, it's not going anywhere. You'll be able to go back another time. Wairake Road sounds Kiwi. Well, not Kiwi. Maori. But I think this is New Zealand. Left-hand drive. That's either an Australian or New Zealand flag. That's a New Zealand flag. Yep, Cat saying New Zealand. Sammy Marco saying looks so American, but it's New Zealand or Australia. Leaning New Zealand. Yep, everyone's saying it. Awesome. We're kicking up the dirt. It's feeling Baltic. Estonia. Lithuania. Could use some words. I feel that house doesn't look very Baltic though. I don't know. We're killing it today. 38 in one day is kind of wild. I don't know if we can... I don't know if we ever have done 40 in one day. We were absolutely on fire today. I'm going to take 2 naps before the stream next Sunday too, so we get this level of success again. Christopher like asking, have you seen the show Destination X? No, I've never even heard of that. Well, let's keep going so we can hit 40. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there's a weird amount of abandoned buildings. And Greek cats. Oh. Come on, hurry up. What? Now we're back at the beginning. Alright, well, we'll go this way then. Sammy Marco saying Destination X premiered on May 27th. Minuet asking, do tell. Oh, it's GeoGuessr in real life. That sounds awesome. NBC show bus travel across Europe. You have to guess where you are based on clues. That's awesome. Wait. Destination X. Yeah, international adventure. Yep, travel across Europe in a bus with blacked out windows. They must compete in challenges to earn clues. That's wild. That's really cool. I feel like I'd be sitting on the blacked out the bus with the blacked out windows, mentally being like, all right, we've turned west. Now we're going east. We're going north. Though I imagine they've found some way to figure that out. Yeah, Christopher Like says amazing TV show. What is it on? Do I have any of these platforms? I don't think I have Hulu anymore. Oh well. There are other ways. Rory Shea saying, yo, they need to cast you. W. Dixing endless roundabout to scramble the directions. That's actually a great solution to that. Christopher Like saying, yeah, we'd be in heaven on that show. I think it'd be awesome if it just took all of us and had us compete on that. I think that'd be a really cool thing. Irvaldus. Christopher Like saying it's on NBC. Does that mean it's on... Peacock is NBC, right? I don't have TV. Like, cable. I don't know how cable works. Okay. Peacock, cool. My roommate's girlfriend's Peacock is logged in on our TV, so I'll check it out. Okay, yeah, this is Estonian. That's what I thought. With that. And here's the Estonian O. Yep, Poltsama. Vohma. This is very much Estonia. Let's do it. Rory Shea is saying, if you say you love the Mexican national team, I'll give you my Hulu login. What is this? What is this? You're kidding me. Can't even get a hemisphere because The sun is setting. I guess it's kind of northwest, southern hemisphere. Peru. I think this is Peru. Freezite saying Hulu's not worth it. W Dick saying worry, that's a good deal. Yeah. This is Freezite saying it. Well, buckle up. Yeah, not on a cow. No, good point. Oh, what is this? Minuet asking, is that on the same level as waterboarding? I think again, it's like get waterboarded, have that same experience in Senegal again, say that thing about the Mexican national team. Yeah, Christopher likes saying Hulu's not worth it unless you have the... There's so many ads on Hulu. I tried watching the Wrexham show 2-3 years, whenever it first started, and I was just so... There were too many ads. It became just... It wasn't watchable. Sammy Marco saying that phrase, asking for the Hulu login. Yeah, Rory Shea, you're going to drop the Hulu login for everyone who says it? Yeah, not Random Madagascar either. Exactly, if you're paying for it, you shouldn't get ads. It's kind of crazy. Katz is asking, what is this coverage? Dude, I have no idea. I can't see. There's just slight... Oh, man, there's some vegetation. I didn't even see that. Yeah, Christopher Lex kind of answered it there. The coverage is dog poo. Alright. Zoom. See if we get anything. This is just... It's not like we're going to miss any signs. Wait, am I able to emote? Oh, I can exploding... Yeah, did you see over there? I emoted. I just noticed that. 18 months of these streams, I just noticed I can emote. Yeah, Cat saying sun to the north. So it kind of leaves us with Peru, Chile. I wouldn't even say Botswana, Australia. Yeah, W Dig asking, has it been 18 months? OMG, it has. Isn't that crazy? Oh, it is getting lighter. Just like you said, Menuet, looks like we're going toward the sunset, so it'll get lighter going east. Oh, well, we're going west and it's getting lighter. Just lucky and confused. This is Mongolia. Can I do it? Can I do it? Does anyone care if I do it? It's Mongolia. No, that doesn't make sense with the sun. No. That doesn't make sense. Yep. Holding. Chilling out. Freezite saying there's talk that Disney Plus is losing tons of money since Dayton will now show Champions League for free. Oof. I didn't even know Disney Plus had Champions League. Yeah, I agree, Christopher. Like, I won't do anything I'll regret. Here's the thing, though. The meta... Wait. It's getting brighter. I think Menuet's right. And what if it's the morning, and this is just... The sun's actually rising over there? Because we're going this direction, right? I think this is the direction we're traveling in, which is west. The sun might be rising this way. That's why we're getting that. And that's why it's getting lighter as we travel this direction. Yeah, exactly, W-Dig. This is the Mongolian car. And then, so if the pretty colors are coming from the north, and that means the sun is to the south. Right? Does that make sense? Is that making any sense? Or is this confirmation bias? Menuet sing free range horses. Yep, it's the steppes. I love the free range horses. Cat sing Mongolia then. Alright, I'm starting a poll. Mongolia. Wait until next week. Start poll. I'm confident this is Mongolia, I think. Doesn't that sound super confident? I'm confident, I think. Yeah, exactly. Freeze light. Third option. Earth is 10 or Earth is flat. It is 10 exactly, Sammy Marco. Which is why it's Mongolia or wait. And we have 5 votes for Mongolia. W Dig saying always team send. We find out, is that the right decision? Ha ha! Dub. Yeah, exactly. 40 in one stream. We got it. Absolutely love it. Sammy Marco saying his sister's BFF thinks the Earth is flat, no cap. Gotta get her playing this and have her analyzing the sun like we just did. Awesome job, team. Let's get a sneak peek of what we're seeing next week. Cool. This is somewhere in Europe. But exactly, massive night for the team. 40 in a stream. What a night. I love it. I love it. Great way to end things. Fantastic stream. I'll see you all next week, same time. And in the meantime, have a wonderful week and a great night. Bye. Oh, it's not doing the hold up. All right. Goodbye this time. And all right, now.